4th of December, critical condition, critical state all night, forced suicide. It's been crippling transgressions all night since I managed to left the tent at 5 o'clock. It's now 11 o'clock at night. Jaw's completely snagged shut, pressure on my internal organs, crippling transgression, crippling apology all night, saying sorry into my power, into every time I've been assaulted, entitled to my sex power, stopping me from speaking to people, relativising not speaking to her like that and snagging my ability to project words or apparently get power. The process is completely encapsulated, shut with my jaw wide shut, saying you're a liar all night, apologising. Critical condition all night, saying sorry all night, well over 2,000 times now. From yesterday, well over 2,000 times, stopping me from speaking or projecting words or apparently committing crimes, saying sorry into my power all night. Critical condition, they stripped out every single bit of my sex power, every single bit of my sex drives. Still getting worse and worse. Problems still persist. Crippling transgression, a sorry all night, well over 2,000 times, with my jaw wide shut, getting worse and worse. Pulling out any recognition they've done anything wrong, inflicting catastrophic and horrific torture all night, basically apologising into 1,000 crimes all night with my entire jaw wired shut and instituting my power encapsulated all night, transgression of power and apologising, relativising power as a transgression and stripping out my life, and also replicating in a crippling apology, saying sorry into my power with every single bit of my ability to speak or get power in society snagged. Critical condition, it's cost me the best years of my life. Encapsulated my entire life in a dome-like shell or a dome-like encapsulation, which is, it's been all night from since 5 o'clock this afternoon until now 11 at night. Crippling transgressions all night, ability sorry all day with my ability to speak or ability to get power, apparently my ability to get power in society, ability to get power, sex power with women, any kind of ability to get any kind of sexual arousal in society, any kind of ability to get power in society whatsoever, snagged into a detective committing 1,000 crimes against me and saying sorry for it all night. So my entire life is encapsulated into a detective saying sorry to me all day, every day. Critical condition, they've cost me my life to make a human punch bag. The point is, they'll have made an institutional self that's a physical control process in conjunction with their own anxieties or deficits or genetic flaws that's cost me my life. It's destroyed my life. This has now been every single day for years, detectives committing crimes, saying sorry into my power, costing me every day of my life. I've got every single bit of my sex drives internalised, every single bit of my ignorance internalised, every single bit of my ability to think internalised. It's completely wired my jaw internally, encapsulated my entire life where it's pressing on my internal organs. Thousands of times a day I'm subject with my entire life, killed or encapsulated or snagged into a detective saying sorry all day, every day. It's a crime against humanity. It's cost me the best years of my life. I've had to leave the Wetherspoons. I would have stayed a bit longer. No point being in there. I'm subject to a crippling apology with my entire life encapsulated into it. My entire life encapsulated into a detective committing crime against me, calling me a liar and saying sorry into 1,000 crimes all day, every day. My entire life encapsulated. Crippling, degrading, continue, struggling to breathe. Didn't leave the tent throughout the day whatsoever since yesterday until 5 o'clock. So crippling, degrading still continues. Ability to project words or speak or apparently get power in society being snagged. Crippling transgression and crippling apology all night. Same as every other day. Crippling apology with detectives calling me a liar and saying sorry into 1,000 crimes. Critical condition still continues. They've cost somebody life to create a human punch bag. They've imitated a situation whereby they snagged my entire life into 1,000 crimes to call me a liar and say sorry into it with my entire life snagged into it. So my life never changes outside of 1,000 crimes and being told sorry by a detective constable all day, every day. That's the summary of it. They've misused an institutional self to create a human punch bag where my entire life's encapsulated into a detective committing crime against me with a magnitude of 1,000 crimes and saying sorry for it all day. So I've lost my life. I've lost every single day of my life to be a victim of crime, or lost every single bit of my life, or apparently power in society, so that they can encapsulate my power or apparently kill my power into detectives saying sorry into 1,000 crimes. So they've made a human punch bag by manipulating an institutional self. They've manipulated an institutional self to create a human punch bag where my entire life's encapsulated or snagged into a detective saying sorry for 1,000 crimes. That's literally it. They've snagged my entire life or physical life to get any life whatsoever into a detective. So my life doesn't change outside of a detective saying sorry to me for 1,000 crimes all day, inflicting catastrophic torture. So I've got to live in 1,000 crimes all day, every day with a detective inflicting crippling apologies all day, saying sorry into 1,000 crimes. It's destroyed somebody's life. It's a crime against humanity. They shouldn't be manipulating an institutional self. They shouldn't be committing crime. They've internalised my sex drives, my sex power, all my ignorance, all my ability to sleep, all my ability to breathe, even in my ability to get an erection. They snagged every single bit of my life into a detective committing crime against me, saying sorry for it all day, every day. So my life never changes outside of detectives apologising into a power of 1,000 crimes all day, every day. That's why they need to start regulating what they're doing. My life never changes outside of being a victim of 1,000 crimes with detectives saying sorry to me all day, every day. So basically, my life's encapsulated or snagged into a detective or an interaction with a detective saying sorry to me into 1,000 crimes all day. So apologising for 1,000 crimes all day. Critical condition. They've created their own human punch bag. They're manipulating an institutional self to squash their own anxieties or squash their own genetic dysfunctions all day, every day. Critical condition, because they snagged my entire life into every crime I've been a victim of, and a detective saying sorry for it all day, every day, costing me every day of my life. My life never changes outside of being apologised to or a detective saying sorry to me for 1,000 crimes. So I'll live in 1,000 crimes all day, every day with detectives saying sorry to me. Critical condition, internal braking sessions continues, crippling transgressions continues, apologising into my power, costing me every day of my life.